Boris. You can call me Mr. K. Today I want to teach you about a little bit complex functions. For example, if and function. You know, if and they use logical tests to give out a meaningful solution. But now, let's look at real life scenario. Like for example, some of the universities that you go in, you find you use GPA system. Other universities they use percentage score, and other universities classification system. So, for example, the American system is GPA. For example, here we have a good example of a GPA system here. Here, this is how the grades, how someone with an A must get 90.5. Remember, it's 91, but we go to the lower limit. The lowest limit of that scale is 90.5 to 100. So if you get 90.5, anything above that, you get grade A. 80.5 to 90.49, that is A minus. That is a grade scale which is used by American system, which is GPA system. Some universities in Kenya, DESTA, USIU, and other universities which use GPA system might be using this kind of system. But you come across other universities in Kenya which use percentage system, or they use classification system. For example, here we have this kind of equivalence. This is a form of equivalence which has been provided by Q, Commission of University Education, to be able to try to solve the issue of equivalence of the GPA and percentage system. Remember, some of the grades, like grade A in this classification system, starts at 70%, and the American system starts at 91. So it's quite difficult to now start ranging this, comparing them together. But how do you do that? You use something called moderation. You make sure that this classification, you apply them the way they are, but you moderate these grades from the higher 90 to come lower, so that they can be able to fit at 70 scale. So this means a student who is in a GPA system should not score anything above 80 at all, 80%. The student should not be able to score anything above 80, so that you can be able to match this. You moderate them to match the percentage system. How do we do that? Let's get into business. I have data, which is a sample data which I'm using. This is and mostly the reason why I put the program as low program is because most of the students who come from the GPA system, when they go to Kenya School of Law, they are being asked, what is your equivalent percentage of your GPA? And then that is why it gets very complex. So how do we convert your GPA to an average score? Let's get to the business. This equation I was taught by my mathematics professor. This is Professor Kimathi, George Kimathi. I give all the honor to him for teaching me this equation. I don't take the credit, but Professor George Kimathi, thank you very much for educating me. Thank you very much for showing me how to handle things. So let's get to the business here. So this is equal to, we begin with equal, if, open bracket, and, open bracket, C2, obviously you know what C2 means there, it has been highlighted, is less than or equal to 4, comma, then you go again, C2 is bigger than or equal to, the lowest limit is 3.68. Remember, we are following this scale here, the scale of first class, which is about 70. So that one, you put, or you close that, and then you say that one, and then you open about 3 brackets. The reason why there are 3 brackets, I'll show you the equation, how it looks like later. But 3 brackets, you say C2 minus 3.68, the lowest limit. C2 is the GPA that the student has scored at that column, which is column C2, 3.92, minus the lowest GPA in that class is 3.68. So minus that, then you close. you multiply by 10. Why are we multiplying by 10? Between 70 and 80, there is a difference of 10. You just take 80 is the upper limit completely. Nobody should score anything above 80. So only 80 minus 70, you get 10. Then put over 0.32. Why 0.32? The difference again between the upper limit and lower limit on that class, 4.0 and 3.68, is 0.32. You divide by that, then you close, then you add 70. Why are we adding 70? Because 70 is the lowest limit in that class, the lowest percentage score in that class. And we close and close. Let's see whether it works. This is the first time it worked. Now you see it has given us a percentage score of 77.5. Let's work about the rest. We work with the rest, the others. So the easiest thing to do is you put a comma. You don't need to close that. You close once, then you put a comma. The reason why this function, only this part only, it has been handled by, you can look at this. This is it is equivalent to this. You see, this is how it has been handled this way. This is how you do it. This is an equation. It is exactly the same way. This, you can see it there. You open bracket twice, obviously you open twice, and here you close inside, you close again, and you're supposed to close. So these brackets are 3. The reason because they are 3 is because one opens, closes, and it closes again, and it closes again. There are 3. That's why I was telling why you have to open 3 brackets, because you have to close 1, 2, and 3. So now, since you understand what we are doing, we are going to go to the next scale, which is 3.33 to 3.67, which is 60 to 69. Good. We don't even need to we can actually copy the whole of this thing like that, and then we come here and paste it again. We paste it again like that. Once we paste it again, we are going to edit. They say the C2 does not change. We're going to edit this scale. We're going to say if C2 is less than or equal to, what is the upper limit? The upper limit is 3.67, 3.67, and the lower limit is 3.33, 3.33, lower limit 3.33. If that is that, then the C2 minus the lower limit, which is 3.33, then you multiply by, now we are not multiplying by 10. Reason being is that we are going to look at the upper limit and the lower limit of this scale. Remember, for a person who has scored 60 to 69, if you minus and you say it's just 9, then you're going to be wrong. 60 to 69, you can't say 9. You look at the uppermost limit before someone moves to 70. What is the uppermost limit before someone moves to 70? It's 9.94. 9.94. Why 9.94? Because if someone gets 9.95, it can be rounded off to 10. But if you get 9.94, it cannot be rounded off to 10. So we're going to say 9.94. So it is 9.94, and then we're going to divide with the difference. What's the difference between 3.67 and 3.33? I think it's 3.34, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, must be 0.34, not 3. 3.34. 3.33, so you minus here. This is 7 minus 3, 4. Yes, 0.34. Divide by 0.34. Then you add 60. Remember, this time you added 60 because 60 is the lowest limit here. You add 60. Up to that point, is it working? You keep on testing whether it's working. Let's close and test whether it's working. Yeah, we close and close. So let's pull it down. You can see it's working. You keep on testing until you go below 3.33 and you see whether it gives you anything. If you go below 3.33, now that gives us false. You see? Reason because we have not worked on the next limit. Great. Let's go and work on the next limit. Now, under the next limit, we copy. We don't close. You open. You put a bracket. You paste again. The same thing. Now we are looking at the next limit, which is 3.0 to 3.32, 50 to 59. 3.0 to 3.32. So here we change to 3.32 and here 3. You can put it 3.0. 0, it's okay. Then here we say the lower limit minus 3.0. Then again the difference is 9.94. It's not 10. What's the difference between 3.32 and 3.0 is 0.32, and that one remains like that, and the minimum limit on that scale is it's 50. Yes, 50. Minimum scale is 50. Let's work on complete all of it and then we can see whether it works. The minimum is 50. Then the last, the other part which is remaining, the scale under the scale of parts, 2.0 to 2.9 and 40 to 49. 2.0 to 2.99. So you paste. Then you say the upper limit here is 2.99. Here it means 2.0, and then here we minus 2.0, 2.0. Here we retain 9.94. What's the difference? The difference, look, it will be very huge. 2.0 to 2.99 is 0.99? Should be. Yeah, must be 2.0 to 2.99. So this one becomes 0.99 plus 40. I believe we are okay. We must be okay there. Yeah. No, this. Wait a little bit. There is something which actually in this section here. I think we're okay. We must be good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. So you put comma. So what is remaining? Obviously, whatever is remaining is from 0 to, which is fail, from 0 to 1.99, which is less than 40. Less than 40. Let's work on it. There's no problem. We paste there. We come here down. They say the upper limit 1.99, lower limit 0, because this it's just then this one 1. This is the C2 minus the lower limit, obviously minus 0 is just C2. If you say C2 minus 0, it's just C2. Then you multiply by 1. This is 9.94. Is it 9.94? Wait a minute. From 0 to, from, let's say, wait, there's something there which we're not, from 0 to 40. Is it 40? 0 to 40. That is 39.94. Yes, 39. But we can actually still do this. There is no problem, because we're going to add here. The lower limit obviously can't be 0. So we are going to say 39.94. You divide by, what have we divided by? The difference of 0 to 1.99. It's just what? 1.99. And then here we are not adding anything. It's like you say add 0. There is no difference. You're adding 0. So there is no need of even adding that 0. So that is a function. Then we close and close and close and close and close until you see a black bracket. I hope it really works. It should work. Let's see whether it works. We go down all the way to the end. See. Yes, it works. You can see the people who are at 2, they're at 40, and others they are below this. It actually works. This is how you get percentage scores. Percentage score. There you go. But let's just quickly try to figure out how do you get classification using this percentage. We look at this and also look at the GPA and see whether we compare this. So classification is equals to if the GPA, if D2 to D what? D2 to D339, D2 to D339 is bigger than. Now this is where we have to go to the scale here and look at this. Is bigger than 70, not 70, yes, 70, yeah, bigger than 70. It's bigger than 70 or bigger than 69.95. Let's just say it. I think the Excel usually does some rounding off. It does that. Let's just bigger than 70. That one becomes first class. Then again, you can actually copy these things and go paste in. So the same thing. Bigger than 60. That becomes second class. Upper. Then can copy the same thing, paste ahead. Bigger than 50. I hope we are following the scale very well. Bigger than 50, yes. Bigger than 50, second class. Lower. Then you copy the same thing, paste there. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, just copy and paste there. Then bigger than 40, that becomes a pass. Then anything below that is fail. Put it in parenthesis, then you close, and close again. So that's solved everything. Does it solve? If you look at the details, you might see 50 point something. So we have to work completely with the upper limits and lower limits. You can see 50 is saying pass, but here on our scale 50 is second class lower. So that is not, we have to work with the closest to the upper limits, the closest I think to upper limit. So we can say bigger than equal to, like that, bigger than or equal to, bigger than equal to, like that, we put equal signs. So you can see the function is also here, it's still there. So let's see whether it solves, and we just need to look at the 50. If you look at the 50 or 40, oh come on, I think I've made a mistake somewhere. Okay, let's see. Yes, it is now working. 50 is at second class, so let's see 40. Anybody who has 40, exactly 40. Yes, 40 is a pass. And you can see, if this person was to get, let's say this person was to get, but now this is already, let's say what this person was to get 39.55. Well, can it be changed to, can it, you know, that 9.995. I think you have to run the whole thing again. You have to run the whole script again to see whether it works. But you understand the concept now. You get it. This is the same thing. The same thing you have used here. You can come copy this and paste it. Paste it there. But this time we say C2 to C, and then here we don't use that, we use GPA, which is 3.68. Again here C2 to C that, and this is 3.33. I'm not sure, let me confirm. 3.33. Then here says C2 see that, and then here we say is okay, where is it here, 3.0, and there's this one C2 to C, and then here we say 2.0, and everything, see whether it works. Yeah, are they the same? They're actually the same. You can see they are the same. So that is how we solve this problem. How? And the problem is solved. Thank you very much for following. Stay tuned for more data analytics formulas and also the Excel functions, which can really help you to work on your sum of things, real life scenarios. Thank you very much.